truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof.
Y'all already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Podcast show, and I go by the name of Scion919. I'm excited about today because we got a very special guest in the building. She's a trailblazer, entrepreneur. She does a lot. She's definitely in her bag. So without any further ado, we want to introduce her. She goes by the name of Toya. That's how I know her. Say what's up to the people out there.
Hey everyone, my name is Toya.
Okay, so let people know that may not be familiar with the brands because you do so much. I know you do a little bit of modeling, a little acting,
Yes.
business owner. Let the people know a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I have a company, it's called Fashion Speaks, and it is a brand that targets around fashion. But I also have another brand under that umbrella, which is called iWorks, and it centers around spa services. So I do them both, and I combine them for beauty and wellness services.
Okay, let's take it back to the beginning. Like, how did you get into that? Because it's a unique field, two different brands. Like, how did you do that?
Well, it's all about what I was interested in doing when I was younger. So these are just things that I was doing when I was younger. I was always into fashion. I was always into making up myself and others around me if they asked.
Okay.
And then I kind of got to a point in my life where I was like, I'm just going to do the things that I enjoy. And so those were the two that I picked up. Fashion.
Okay, so early you say you started young, right?
I did.
Okay, so what were some of your early influences? Like, what were some of the things that inspired you to make you want to be in that field as a young man?
Well, I can't really say my surroundings really inspired me. It was the fact that I didn't have too much around me. So I kind of just navigated to the things that was in my home. I just started picking up things like when it came to skincare, I would just mix things in the home to make my skin brighter or softer. And then from there, I kind of started building, and people would say like, I like this or I like that. How'd you get your skin like that? And I would tell them, you know, Vaseline, baby oil, like a mixture of things. So yeah.
Okay, so starting out young, you started getting into it early and people started noticing what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened next? Like, once you seen people responding and you seeing the difference, you getting the results, like what happened next? Like,
well, so it wasn't something that I've thought to do as a career.
Right.
I was working just a retail store, so I was working at Duke for many years, so I knew things about retail as far as like you know, just tagging clothes and selling to customers and things of that nature. And so after I left Duke, I decided that I wanted to do something on my own, and that's when I kind of tapped into figuring out what I enjoyed to do.
okay, so you're leaving Duke. That's a lot of times that could be scary.
Yes.
A lot of times it's the security. You're already in the game, but you didn't feel fulfilled. You wanted to do something on
Correct.
your own. So
Yes.
what was that experience like? Because I know for somebody that may be home, they may be working a job, they have a dream.
Right.
It's definitely scary to step out on that. So what was your
Yeah.
experience like in the beginning?
Well, so I was not a believer, right?
Right.
So at first I was working there and I did feel like, you know, I needed to keep my job, and transitioning was just not something I felt was in the cards at the time. But I had a great mentor that worked with me. And she just spoke to me in ways. She filled my spirit. I was working on some things actually at the job, and she walks up to me one day and she was like, I just want to let you know that God wants you to know whatever you're working on to continue. And then she also told me that I wasn't going to be at the job long.
Right.
And basically I was forced out. Some things happened when it came to my children, and I needed to be their support system in a way more.
Right.
And so I was kind of forced out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the lady came up to you kind of like a prophet almost.
Yes.
And so did she just confirm some things that she was already dealing with and thinking about
Yes.
already? So sometimes we don't move when God speaks.
Right.
So he has a way of pushing you out the nest.
Yes.
All right. So you're out the nest now. You can't turn back, and you got
Right.
babies depending on you.
Correct.
What happened next?
I jumped out and I opened up a space in Graham.
In Graham.
Yes, I took the remaining money that I had, and I opened up a spot in Graham, North Carolina. And I had bought so much merchandise, I had did so much, and at the time, I also started going to school for esthetician.
Right.
Yes, so I started juggling them both.
Okay.
And I was receiving some income from some things that I was doing, so I was able to keep moving forward with it. But then around COVID, I shut down.
Around COVID. Okay.
Yes.
COVID affected a lot of people. A lot of things
Yes.
changed. So how did you survive now that people can't go out? Everybody's trapped in their houses. How did you survive that storm?
Well, I was doing things online, and that's when I got into the modeling world.
Okay.
And so I was selling things out of my car. I was putting things online, so I was meeting people in the area that wanted my merchandise, so I would meet them with the merchandise. Some people wanted me to dress them for their birthday, so it just started picking up as I was doing multiple things. It started to pick up in ways. Yeah.
Okay. So that was like another confirmation that you were right. Because
Yes.
like you stepped off your job, then COVID happened. Like, what am I do now?
Right.
It's still moving for you. People buying your products online, you meeting people.
Yes.
Okay, so then going from there, do you think COVID made things better as far as like the world now? Because we know it'll never be the same. Or do you think it made it worse?
Well, at the time, I was able to shift in a better way.
Right.
Things did kind of calm down as far as like other work for me, but then it picked up in other areas. So
Right.
I think it still was for the better.
It's for the better. Yeah, I agree. So okay, now you're doing the boutique, you're doing pieces in the beginning. You say you started getting into modeling.
I did.
How did that happen?
So I met a friend. I was
Okay.
out one night, and I had on these bright neon boots. And I met a friend. His name is Sergio, and he kind of introduced me to a lot of different people in the industry.
Okay.
And so I was working with a lot of different people doing music videos, short films, just a various of things.
Okay. Okay. Was that different for you?
It was. So I did some things when I was younger. So my mom signed me up for John Casablanca. So I did do like a few headshots. We did some walking, some acting. So I was familiar with it, but I didn't really take on as much as I did since I met him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So take me to the beginning, like your first shoot, whether it was a photography shoot or whether it was a movie. Like, were you nervous?
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay.
Oh yes. I'm very particular about things. Like I want things looking a certain way. I'm a perfectionist in some ways. So just jumping in front of the camera, not knowing like what you look like on the other side of it, you know, what you need to do in front of it. So I had a lot of nerves, yes.
Okay. So if you could go back and talk to yourself then with what you know now, what advice would you give yourself?
That it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself, and keep moving forward. Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you enjoy more, being behind the camera when you're doing like modeling or acting?
I would say acting.
You say acting?
Yes.
Is it a different preparation, getting in the mode to, I know sometimes when you're wearing clothes and walking the runway, is it different preparing for an actual movie or role?
Oh yeah. So with modeling, to me it's a lot of work. You have to change out. You still have to be poised in certain ways. You have to make sure your hair, makeup, and everything like that is done. I think it's a lot of work with modeling. For acting, it just depends. You have people you can bounce off of with acting.
Right.
And then you can kind of express yourself more, you know, when it comes to acting. So I would definitely say acting would be more of a preference. Yes.
Okay. So, what was one of your hardest roles, and how did you get in the mindset to deliver that character? Because I'm pretty sure it's different from the person you are. So, how did you get in your zone to become that character?
Well, I guess it's pretty easy when you read the script. You kind of know what angle they're kind of looking for, and it's acting, so you can pretty much give what you can in the moment to kind of, you know, show out. So yeah.
Okay. So, what type of roles have you done so far?
I've played a mother. Actually, I played a mother a few times. It's not coming to me right off the bat, but for the most part, I've been a mother.
Okay. So, let's think about some of the fashion shows. Like, what was one of the ones that stood out the most, like, memorable? Like, when you think back, which one did you enjoy one of the most shows?
So I did a show in Raleigh, with Catherine Neal, which was really nice. You basically walk, transition clothing maybe 3 times, and then the judges kind of pick, you know, who brought, you know, what different to the show. So I enjoyed that show. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the brands. Like, what type of pieces do you carry? Like, what did you use as your niche to get started?
So I like things that stand out.
Okay.
So I like rhinestones. For me, I'll pick any genre. So it could be from formal, it could be dressed down. As long as it stands out, it's creative, and it's giving some type of funk to it. I think those are the pieces that I pick the most.
Those are most.
Yes.
Okay, and that's dope right there.
Yes.
So, okay, transitioning, like, how do you balance being a model, being an actress, being a business owner, and a mom?
Yes.
It's a lot of hats to wear.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you do more than that. How do you balance everything? And on your stress days, how do you get to them?
Priority first. My kids come first, and I come first. So God comes first.
Right.
So for the most part, I'm calm anyway.
Okay.
So days that I'm stressed out, I pretty much go within, and I ask myself what's important, and I start there. I make sure I complete things before I move to something else. So for the most part, it's worked out.
Right.
But yeah, and I'm a homebody, so I take care of a lot of things at home first. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you balance it all, putting you first, putting the kids first. And how important is having a relationship with God
Oh, it's very important.
in the industry that we're in?
Very important. Very, very important. To me, like, I feel like, you know, things in the Bible is going to tell you how to move. And I feel like they're very, very, very true. Some things I didn't listen to when I was younger, but as I'm getting older, I see that God has always been there. And he's very important in my life. Very important. Yes.
Okay. So we know about the industry. We got a lot going on in the media now with some of the things that go on. So if you could give any inspiring models, actresses coming up up in the game, some advice, what would you give?
I would say, to one, believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Put God first.
Put God first.
And be safe.
Be safe.
Yes.
Right. And that's the thing right there. So like when you're going to these sets, you're going to these auditions and things like that, is it sometimes dangerous? Like, and what are some of the dangers that people may not think about? Like, oh, he seems cool, let me just go by myself.
Yeah, I've never experienced anything unsafe in the industry. God forbid that I do. But I definitely think it's good to, you know, have people with you. Let someone know where you are, for sure. And definitely get to know, you know, who you meet, and just don't go with anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. How important is your brand and networking in this business?
It's very important. Yeah, because you want people to trust you.
Right.
And so that's important. I think a lot of what I do, people have to trust me.
Right.
And so it's very important that I keep myself at a level where I keep that trust going.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right there. So when you're getting ready to style, because you do a little styling too, how did you get into that?
So when I look at certain pieces, I feel good. I feel like I want to just show the world.
Right.
And so I think me wearing certain pieces, people are just interested to see what else I have.
Right.
And from there, I've just done projects with a few people, and then, you know, the word gets out, and then, you know, it grows from there.
Okay, if you had to pick two moments where you had to style somebody that stand out the most, which two moments would they be?
Well, I can speak about the recent two projects I've done.
Okay.
So I dressed Narky for her gala. She does it every year with the Wakabumi program here in Raleigh. And then I did another project with SP the writer, who is also here in Raleigh. They did an event, which is really dope, where they do poetry. So yes, I actually dressed his co-host Crystal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what was that experience like when you first got the call? They say, "Yo, we want you to come style."
Yeah.
What was your emotions? What were you thinking?
Yeah. So I love it. So I just try to figure out first what the person likes. And I get their sizes, and I send them a few looks, and then so from there we kind of narrow it down. As far as like if they don't like something, I kind of get a better idea of what their style is, and then we end up finding something. But I love to do it. Normally it doesn't take me a lot of time. Once people kind of let me know, boom, 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 this is what I like, this is what I don't like, I can kind of go in and see the things that I like, and then I show them with that. Yes.
Okay. So down the road, like 5 years from now, when it comes to styling, what's two things that's on your bucket list? Like, I would love to do this before. So
I definitely want to do more celebrities.
More celebrities.
Yes. As far as styling goes. And I definitely would like to create some pieces of my own.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really dope right there. Okay, so when we talk about fashion, different styles all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you had just, let's say we gave you $500,000 budget,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to Italy, you can go to Japan, you can go to Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their own styles.
Mm-hmm.
What's 3 places you would like to go?
I would do Paris.
Paris.
I know New York is closed, but I would go to New York.
Go to New York.
And I would do London.
And London?
Yes.
Okay, dope right there. So when it comes to networking and traveling, like with the styles and stuff like that, with the fashion shows, have you done any outside of North Carolina?
No.
Not yet. Okay. So like Fashion Week and things like that. Like, is that something you would want to do in the future?
Well, I like the one-on-one styling.
Right.
And I'm okay with like a group styling. But event-wise, as far as styling, I have not thought about for my fashion, but with my spa services, I have.
Okay.
So
With spa
yeah.
services.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's not forget that. How did you transition into the spa services? And I know you say you went to school for esthetician.
Yes, so I kind of jumped into them both kind of around the same time, but for the most part, the spa services really took me out of a headspace that I was in
Gotcha.
years ago. And so I was like, if I can feel like this going through what I was going through and come out of it, maybe somebody else would.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm very sensitive when it comes to that because it's helped me elevate pretty quickly.
Okay, that's dope right there. So when it comes to the spa services, for the people that may be watching, let's let them know where you're located and some of the services that you offer.
So I'm located at 309 West Millbrook Road in Raleigh. I offer facials, I offer body scrubs, I offer body work, and I also do waxing, full body waxing.
Okay. All right. So the people that may not understand when you say body work, let's break that down.
Okay. Muscle relief, massage in a sense, yes. But there are different things. So I can do stretching, I can do cupping, I can do scraping up the muscles. So it's just various ways to release muscle tension in the body and help circulation and just build the body back.
Wow, and it's a lot that goes in that. So people may think, oh, just a massage, but it's like how much schooling, how much training goes into that to be a massage therapist?
So I did 11 months. There are people who've done more than that, and you have to do 600 hours of public services.
Right.
And so every 2 years, I have to do 24 hours of EC. So that just means finding new techniques and new treatments to do to add to my service that I already have.
Okay. So again, you say you're located in Raleigh, Millbrook Road?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what type of services are the most relaxing for you? Like which one brings the most enjoyment?
Oh my goodness, all of them. So I can get waxed and feel good. I can get a massage and feel great. I can get a facial and feel good. So you have lymph nodes all through the body. And so when you basically help the body with any stagnant fluid removal, you're gonna relax. So that could be in the face, in the hands, in the feet. It's all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the people that may not know, like how important is that to like deal with that stress, to get, like you said, the lymph nodes and stuff like that? How important is that for your body?
Very important. So whenever we're tense or stressed, we build cortisol in the body. And so it's very important to get those levels lower because it starts to create inflammation in the body, which causes other things in the body to happen. So there's just a line of things that could happen when you are not creating and training the body to stay in calm states.
Okay. So that's again, it's like we're dealing with the body, we're dealing with tissues, we're dealing with nerves and all types of stuff. So you're learning a lot while you're doing that, and then you're not only you're relaxing yourself, but you're being a blessing to other people.
Yes.
What's some of those moments that stand out the most, where it might have been somebody smiled at you and said, you know, you really made my day today?
Yeah.
What's some of those moments where you see that?
Well, I have clients who want to give me a hug.
Right.
I have clients who come in and they tell me they've been dealing with things for years, and they walk out wondering how did the pain go away. So I see clients, and that's what keeps you going with massage, because it's not easy.
Right.
It is not easy on the massage therapist's body.
Right.
But that keeps me going, seeing these things happen with different people.
Right. Okay. So again, people come in, they may be stressed out. They may, like you said, been dealing with things for years, and now how important is taking care of your body, exercising as we get older?
Oh goodness, it's
Right.
daily. It's very important. It's something that should be done daily. I think your diet is very important.
Wow.
That's the number one thing. I think anybody could, take supplements to help build the body, but if you're not eating well, that same whatever's happening will happen again. So I think it's important for to eat well, to keep the body moving. If not massage, something to help rid of stagnant fluids in the body,
Right.
whatever that may look like for someone. But it's very important daily.
Okay, so how much work does it take in being a model and working out, walking in shoes, walking on hills and stuff like that? That's got to be rough on the legs and the feet.
Oh goodness! Before I was getting services,
Right.
I could not walk in heels, but now I've been getting services. I can walk in heels. I think that when you're doing certain things for yourself, with a hectic schedule, when you're finding ways to relax, it's easier for you to kind of step back into a more sensual presence and do those things.
So right there. Okay, so let's talk about the acting. Okay, I know we talked about it a little bit. What's some of the films that you've been in, or short films? Where can people find them if they wanted to see?
So for the most part, I've done a few films with Michael Bowie Productions. Yes. I love working with him. He's a great director, and he also gives like great tips to actresses who are looking for those tips. And most of those are found on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes. I had a list before. I have a list of things, but for the most part, YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. So that's dope right there. So like, what was one of the most challenging moments you've had since leaving Duke, and like, how did you get through that moment?
The most challenging. I had a hormone imbalance. My iron went low. And so I didn't know why. I thought one time I was trying to change up my diet at the time, and I ended up fasting. And after the fast, I kind of ate some food, fast food, and from there I felt the shift. And so it was a little tough coming back from that. Yes.
Okay, so in the moments, like, I'm pretty sure it felt like you weren't gonna make it at one point or another.
It will drain you. Yes, it will drain you. Believe it or not, a lot of people will think that they're fine and they're doing something, not knowing that they're deficient in a mineral or vitamin, and it's really depleting. Yeah, you don't feel like yourself. You don't want to do the things that you normally do, and some people may go with that and say, oh, well, it's because of this or because of that, but sometimes it may be a deficiency.
Wow. Okay, so having the education and the knowledge, you found out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a challenge, or was it just like a road to recovery? Like, what's that?
So it's definitely a road to recovery, because I'm new to it. And so it is a balance that I have to keep. So it's about what I'm putting in my body for the most part, making sure I'm getting enough rest, the things that just build the body. I have to be consistent about it and serious about it.
Okay. So that's the thing right there. Health. People
Yes.
say health is wealth. A lot of times people say if you look good, you feel good about yourself. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's true, but it's also some things within too that one must work on.
Let's break it down. Let's break on some of the things within, because people will stop right there. They say health is wealth. I'm feeling good. Let's go deeper.
So the body needs 92 vitamins and minerals, and so there are things that we may do. So I can put on clothes, but I could also have a mask on and you not know that I really don't feel good inside. And so that may look like depression, that may look like anger, that may look like solitude. It could come in a various of things. And so I just feel like when the body has what it needs, it will do what it's supposed to do.
Okay. It's almost like putting gas in the car.
Right.
You don't put gas, you'll be on the side of the road. If you don't
Correct.
treat your body right,
Yes.
it'll break down on you. So that's the thing right there. So, okay, over the years, right, looking at your accomplishments, when you're a little girl, did you ever think you would be or done some of this, have done some of the things that you have done?
Oh yes, I thought I was gonna be famous.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are famous though. So, all right, let's take it back to that little
I
girl.
thought I was gonna be famous. When I was younger, I was her.
Wow. Okay. So
Even though I didn't have much, I was still her.
okay, so let's go back to that mindset. Like, what were your thoughts back then? Like, where did you see yourself? I know you said famous, but like famous is being what, doing what?
Well, I always wanted to sing in a sense, but I can't sing. But I would pick up things, and I used to make music when I was younger, so I always had this entertainment kind of vibe going on.
Right.
When they had the boom boxes where you can press the play and record at the same time.
Right.
Like I used to sit in my room, put the little tape recorder in. I used to make songs for my dad, and
Really? Wow. Okay, that's dope right there. So when you were younger, were you shy or were you?
Not really. I think it came more when I got into like middle school. Is kind of when I was more so antisocial.
Right.
Yeah, but when I was a little younger, no, I was kind of loud and wild a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes we go through something in life that changes.
Yeah.
In those moments right there. So it's like you kind of had the outgoingness. You were outspoken.
Yes.
Like, yo, I wasn't afraid.
Right.
Something happens. Now it's like, yo, I'm shy. I don't want to sing no more. I don't want to go up there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about that. Like, how did you? We don't have to go to the details of it. I mean, how did you come out of that? Like later on in life, stepping back into it. How did you come back out of yourself?
Well, something was pulling me to come out. So I started a family. When I was 25, I got married. I had kids, and then I got divorced. And then that was kind of like the transition for me to recreate. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you go through that. That's got to be hard to make that transition. But now you step out on faith. Everything is working, right? You bet on yourself.
Right.
That's your job. What do you say to yourself today? Like, yo, back then you didn't know.
Right.
May not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be.
Right.
Like, what do you say to that woman?
Girl, you came a long way. Came a long way.
Okay. So,
And a lot of work. It took me a lot of work.
wow. And that's the thing. Sometimes people see the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she has it together. She does this. She's doing that. She's successful.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about the hard times. They don't know about the getting there.
Yes.
So let's just a little bit tell them like some of the things that got you through those moments, and like some of the moments that stood out the most, where it's like you appreciate them today. It's like sometimes we may go through something and we don't understand it, or it can be tough,
Yeah.
and then later on it makes sense.
I mean, I always sit in those moments, right? I never react fast. I never try to be revengeful about anything. So I always sit in those moments. I'm always questioning why. So I'm always finding conclusions to things, which helps me to get a better understanding so I can move forward. So I'm always, forgiving people. I don't hold grudges. As if nothing did not like harm me in any way, I'm definitely letting things go. For sure.
That's the thing right there.
Yes.
No stress. We too blessed to be stressed.
Yes.
Okay, so for 2026, what are you looking forward to, and what can people expect from you?
Well, I definitely want to grow my businesses for sure. I definitely want to see more people, help more people. I definitely want to get out more and do more. Yeah.
Growing and doing more. And that's the thing. It's like reflecting back on 2025. What are some of the highlights for you this year?
Ooh, highlights. Let's see. Well, I was ranked number 2 for my business on Google, that's a big win.
Right.
And let's see what's happening this year. I've had to stay consistent with work this year for the most part. Yeah, my work has taken over a lot of my time.
Wow. Okay. So that transitions me to my next question. With working so much, how do you unwind? And what's like, if you could just take a day, this is my day. What are you gonna do? Like,
I'm definitely getting all the spa services, right? I'm doing everything I want to do.
Right.
That looks like getting dressed, getting those services, being around people I know have good energy and supports me.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be an easy going day.
It has to be easy going. Okay. So, do you like to travel? And if so, like, what's some places that you haven't been that you would like to go to?
So I have not been big on traveling.
Right.
I'm working on getting out of that.
Okay.
Because I'm just not a get up and go person.
Right.
But I would definitely like to see some nice water.
Some nice water.
Yes.
Okay.
Some nice scenery that I probably only have seen in pictures.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not big on traveling, so no planes, none of that.
There are some things in the works, but nothing set in stone.
Nothing set in stone. Okay, nothing wrong with that. And again, we're going into a new year, doing new things. You know what I'm saying? As you grow and evolve. Okay, so like when people think about you and they think about your brand, what do you want them to walk away with? And what's some of the things that stand out as far as like your integrity, your character? What's important to you?
So I think integrity, ethics, and professionalism is very important.
Wow.
I think a lot of ways of people have changed.
Right.
And I want to be one of the ones that bring that back.
Bring it back. Okay.
Yes.
That's dope right there. So how hard is it being a woman in these different industries, the spa service, the entertainment, the modeling, acting world?
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it being a woman? And do you think women get the same playing field, or is it different being a woman?
I'm sure some women, may feel different about some things. I don't know. For me, I can get with the best of them. So I have a lot of talents and skills. So I don't never really feel like I'm shut out from something that I know I can have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's dope, and that's confidence right there. And it's like that's important. But again, it goes back to your integrity, the way you carry yourself, your brand.
Right.
So once your reputation goes before you, people already know she's about her business. She's not with the foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that for women in this industry? Their reputation, their name, and their character.
It's very important. That's how people build that trust for you. I think once you break that enough times, it just depends on who you're dealing with. It's not something that can go too far.
Right.
In my opinion.
That's real right there. Okay, so when it comes to like modeling, what type of shoots have you done that were some of your favorites? Like it might have been a style, it may be fantasy, maybe. What type of things were some of the shoots that you enjoyed the most?
My favorite suit was actually swimwear.
Okay. Dope. And were y'all like on a location, or were like y'all in studio, or were like y'all at the beach?
So I've taken one at the beach. I've done one at a car shoot, and I've enjoyed them both.
Okay, dope right there. Like, what are some photographers that you enjoyed the most?
So Michael Bowie. I've worked with him a lot on a lot of different on a lot of different projects. So yeah, he's one of my favorites. Gregory Jones is also great.
Gregory Jones.
Yes.
Okay, dope. Gregory Jones. Okay, so before we go, for the people that may be watching, for the people that may be fans of you, what words would you have for them? It's like going into 2026, we wrapping up 2025 with everything going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? As far as like stepping out on faith, believing in yourself, following your dreams, what kind of advice or what kind of words would you give them?
Well, I would like to see people support each other more.
Right.
Whether it's not something they have to do with or not, I would love to see that more.
Okay, that's dope right there, and that's definitely real. That's definitely been a thing in North Carolina. Like, I think everybody's just clicked up, or like you said, everybody coming together, working together, we can get a lot further. Okay, and that's real right there. So when it comes to the spa service? Like, yo, how far do you want to expand? Do you want to have like a chain? Do you want to have like, how far do you want to?
I definitely want to open up a wellness center where you can come and get fashion and wellness all in one, and that could look like an array of different things that I'm already doing, and also adding some more technology that's up and coming.
Okay, that's dope right there. So constantly expanding and evolving and changing with the times.
Yes.
Okay, how important is networking in social media?
It's very important. I don't do a lot of social media. Well, I wasn't. Let me say that. I was, then I wasn't. Now I'm trying to get back into the social media. So it's important, you know, because that way you can meet more people on a larger scale.
So we're talking about going into the future, continuing the brand, networking, social media, and things like that. So you said, how important is consistency when it comes to social media?
It's important, right? Because you get people that follow you, you get people that might be inspired by you, and somebody might be looking forward to, you know, something you may put out, and you may not be putting anything out. So yeah, it's important.
Definitely important. Okay, so when it comes to like styling, like do you do only women? Do you do men?
I'll do anyone. I'll
Oh, you
do
do anyone.
kids, anybody.
Okay. So that's dope right there. So if somebody wanted to get a stylist, they wanted you to style them, how could they contact you and what's the process?
So it's easier to call my business line. And basically just tell me what you're looking for. And so, you know, if it's for an event, a birthday, or what have you, you know, what color, or just give me a little breakdown of, you know, what you're thinking. And then I go and pull some items and we'll go from there.
You go from there. Okay, do you do weddings and everything?
I do.
Okay.
I have wedding dresses. I have everything.
Oh, wow. Okay, so if they wanted to check you out, what's the website or where could they go?
So it'll be best to find me on social media.
Okay.
So my Facebook is Fashion Speaks.
Fashion Speaks.
And also on Facebook for my spa services is under iWorks Beauty and Wellness. And it's the same for Instagram, Fashion Speaks Volumes, and then iWorks Beauty and Wellness on Instagram.
Okay, dope right there. So definitely, if y'all looking for those services, tap in. Definitely connect with her. Okay, is there any films, any acting coming up that in the near future that people may need to be on the lookout for?
Not right now.
Not right
No, I've been tapping back into modeling.
Okay.
I've been, you know, just doing some magazine shoots, but no acting.
Okay. That's dope right there. So when it comes to like publications and modeling, like what's that one company where you got that call and you've been published in, where it's like I feel like I made it? If you could pick one.
I mean, I've gotten Celine recently. Yeah. I've gotten a few. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let's stop right there. When you got your first one, first publication.
Oh, I was happy.
You was happy.
I was happy.
How did you find out? Like, did they contact you? Or
They
did somebody
did.
else hit you?
No, they contact me through Facebook and sent me a message.
Okay. Okay. So you was excited. So when you told your friends, like, how did your family respond when they seen?
They were excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right there. So we put in work a lot of times for our dreams right there. So when things like that start happening and you start getting some of your goals and you start seeing the rewards from it, does that motivate you more, or do you stay humble where it's like, I'm not gonna get the big head, just keep working harder? Like, how do you balance that?
You know, I celebrate for a little bit, but I gotta get back to work.
Right.
So, but I definitely stay humble. And you know, just try to keep the balance for sure.
Okay, so when you think about your first acting role, like when you first seen it back on the screen, whether you was watching like clips or whether you seen the actual premiere, how did you feel and what were you thinking looking at yourself?
I like to see myself on films. It's a different look than just taking pictures.
Right.
I thought I looked pretty good. I think I need to be, you know, doing some things for Tyler Perry. You know, I think I look good on camera.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's something that you want to get into in the future, like casting calls and stuff
I
like that,
do.
like you do.
That would be nice.
Okay, dope. So if anybody's out there, y'all working on films, definitely model in the making. Definitely she has experience already. Definitely dope woman to work with. Definitely on her grind. So like, Tyler Perry's in Atlanta. So like, would you be willing to travel?
I would travel to Atlanta to do some work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's dope right there.
But I love living here.
You love it.
Yes.
Yeah. And see, is where is that? Okay. Are you originally from here?
I am.
All right. Born and raised where?
Durham.
Durham. Okay. Bull
Bull
City. Bull City. Okay. All right. So yo, like, what was that like growing up in the Bull?
Oof. My grandma raised me, and
Right.
she didn't play. But for the most part, we left when I was younger though, and came back.
Right.
But I have friends now that I grew up with. So people, I always stay in close contact. We can, go maybe months without talking and get back up like we never left. So, but yeah.
Okay. And that's dope right there. Sometimes Durhams get a bad rap, but they have a lot of heritage in Durham. A lot of culture.
I'm not familiar. I mean, I'm familiar, but I'm not with the bad crowd. So yeah.
Okay, so when we talk about the culture and we talk about the history of Durham, like they have a lot of is it the Bembe Festival?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that. How many years has that been going on, and like how important is that? Right.
I've only been once.
You only been once?
Yeah.
Okay, so that happens a lot of times. Like I'm originally from like New York, and the joke is like people go to Times Square for New Year's and stuff like that. I've never been.
Okay.
Most of the people I know from New York have never been.
Okay.
So it's like sometimes when you're in that area, it's bigger actually to people that's not from there. So you hear about the Bembe, you hear about what is it, the Haiti? It's not.
Oh yes, I've never been there.
Okay. See.
So yeah, and it's not too many people in Durham that may know me.
Right.
Either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's dope right there.
Yeah.
So all right, represent the Bull, represent North Carolina. This is home.
Yes.
Right. Big screen, Tyler Perry. Like besides Tyler Perry, like what's an actor or actress that you would love to work with? Taraji.
Yes.
Okay, so if like you say, you did a lot of mom films and stuff like that. So like, what if you were like the leading lady in a movie? Who would be the guy? If you casting them, who would be the actor that would be across from you?
I mean, I would love to do something with Denzel. He's older now, but that would be nice.
Denzel's always gonna be the man. Salute to Denzel right there. Okay, so again, we're wrapping it up, going into 2026. We appreciate you coming. For the people that support you and the people that's watching, like, do you have any words for them? Like, any last words, any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my kids, Jemiah, Elijah, and Rain. They are sweethearts, and they keep mommy motivated. And I love life because I love them so much. So, and that makes me proud. So. Yeah,
that's real right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, being parents, children are like our blessings. They keep us young. They motivate us.
Yes.
Sometimes they even our strength when we feel like I can't make it, and we think about these people behind me. So how important is family and balancing it?
It's my foundation. It's what I stand on.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's dope right there. Okay, so we want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I go by the name of Scion919, and again, we're here with Toya. Tell them the name of your businesses one more time and where they can find them.
Fashion Speaks. That is my clothing business, but they all are in one technically. But this is how you can find it on social media separately.
Right.
Fashion Speaks, and iWorks Beauty and Wellness, Instagram as well.
Okay, that's dope right there. And if somebody wanted to contact you about modeling and acting, those same pages or is it a different page?
So my personal page on Facebook is Toya Lorraine, and you can contact me there. And it's also Toya Lorraine on Instagram.
And that's dope right there. So again, any last words for the people that may be watching? I have one more question after that. But for the people that may be watching, any last words for them?
Support your people.
Support your people.
And that's anybody around you, just support.
Okay. And that's the thing. So we're gonna wrap it up right there with the support thing.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, do you feel like the people that know you support you more, and then is it a stranger that normally supports more? Because when you think about it, it's like support is free. You can share something, you can like it, especially with monetization. If something is leaving a comment could help. So how important is that? And do you notice from your experience, is it the people that know you that support you quicker, or somebody you don't know?
It's people I don't know. I think like you know, if we don't congratulate and support the things that are right, the things that are wrong are gonna take over more.
Right.
So that's why I just say support the things people are doing or trying to do or put out that's making a difference or changing lives.
Right.
So yeah.
And that's dope right there. And that's what it's all about: support, encouragement, and community. Because as the world gets better, it's a better place for our children.
There you go.
And things like that.
There
So
you go.
with everything going on, with all the chaos, with all the panic, we just got out of panic. People, the government shutting down, things like that. Like, what would you say to the people?
I would say, keeping a calm state of mind.
People don't say tomorrow.
I think it matters, not to panic too much. Yeah, and just know that there's a higher power.
And that's real right there. That's a good place to end it right there. So we want to thank everybody, whether you watch the live or you watch the playback. We want to appreciate you for your support. And again, thank you for tuning in to The Proof. I'm Scion919, and again, we're here with Toya. Definitely grinder, mover and shaker, entrepreneur. She does a lot. Contact the serious inquiries only. Again, we thank you for tuning in, and we signing out. We love y'all. Everybody be safe and blessed.